Witam Was bardzo serdecznie. To jest następny odcinek z serii z Assassin's Creed'a. Mamy nowe słuchawki, jak się okazuje, które są bardziej oczywiście studyjnymi słuchawkami, więc one tutaj takiego tak bardzo dynamiczne nie będą, ale dźwięk mi się w nich podoba. Jak dotychczas, który jest odtwarzany. Mam przetwornik na 3,5 mm, ale ja karty dźwiękowej nie posiadam zewnętrznej. A myślę, że tego się też dorobimy. Także spokojnie. Idziemy na ucztę do Barida i będziemy kontynuować naszą Walhalę.
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flan will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flan can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the ass.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Z tymi kablami będę musiał sobie trochę...
Only shitbirds mock their father under his own roof.
Right, because the cousin who just arrived has the authority over how I speak in my own home.
In Norway, you'd be knocked to the ground by now.
Come on then, if you've any guts worth respecting.
Fine, whelp.
You won't land a single punch.
Jestem bardzo niezadowolony, jak moja myszka działa, bo ona nie działa.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
I'm not here to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
Podwyższę sobie troszeczkę dźwięk, bo w tych swoich słuchawkach nie mam takiej opcji jak
A visit to
rolka.
Norway might do a young Viking girl like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Barid can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
No to ten gówniarz co ma 17 lat. Nieprzejęte. Południe od Dublina. Tam jest drzewo. Duże ryby. Mrocznie ten Dublin wygląda. strzelać teraz z łuku, przynajmniej. Wcześniej nie można było.
Barid. Why so uneasy?
A king must forever be on guard. When I'm upset or uncertain, I come here to seek my father's spirit.
I didn't even ask after him. Somehow I knew he'd...
Some years ago, he was destined to die in battle, and he did.
He sits with Odin now. My family owes yours a sullen debt.
That winter, your family came to stay with us. I remember your birth, screaming like a warrior.
The plague year. No one would take us in. No one but your mother and father. I owe your family my life.
And what a life we had. I have fond memories of you and I slipping out to hunt.
In dead of night. Stars in the sky, moonlight on snow.
Tak, z kablami to na pewno zrobię porządek, żeby się nic po prostu
And that's how I got that scar.
nie stało. Szkoda, że nie ma po plocie.
I do feel bad about that. What
to
about
też
the one
nie
on your
złapacie.
cheek?
This? A caution from the gods about my vanity.
Trochę się inwestuje w to
Come.
wszystko.
If we tell all our stories, we'll be here a week.
Do you see something?
My imagination run amok, but let us away. Funny how just the slightest noise sets a fellow on edge.
By Thor's hammer, Barid. I could sleep a week.
Not as spry as the old days, eh? When we'd search the night in hopes of catching a will-o'-the-wisp.
Did we catch one? I have a memory of catching one.
Or is much. Give yourself up.
What?
Back! Grab him! Bind his hands!
Who are these men?
Damn you bastards!
Who were they?
My ascension to the throne has not been without contest. The previous king's son, Thorstein, is resentful.
You told me nothing of this.
You are my guest. I'm not going to burden you with petty concerns.
Petty concerns. I now know why you've been anxious all evening.
Aye, 'tis worrying. He's never been so bold before.
He sees you as a usurper to his throne.
Perhaps, but he doesn't seem to want to take it. He contents himself by stealing and smuggling with his band of ruffians. It's petty Viking raiding, but it puts me in a bad light with Flaw. That's certain. Keep a sharp watch. Brigands rove the streets tonight.
You can be sure of me, my king.
What? You know I am always the last to leave a party. What is wrong?
We were ambushed by Thorstein's men. Rivals I was not made aware of.
Small wonder King Flan does not embrace you, Barid. You cannot keep control of the Vikings in your own city.
Thorstein makes me look like more of an arse than I do on my own.
I see. It is the High King's disfavor that makes this shameful. My cousin, I will take care of Thorstein.
No, I do not want to drag you into this sorry mess. Perhaps you'll accept silver to lie low.
For a week or two. But then he'll be back, and back again.
To wygląda jakby po prostu to była
I can
kolejna
remove
kraina,
this
którą by
blood
trzeba było
once
podbić
and
od
for
zera
all.
do końca,
Eivor,
więc...
this is not your fight.
For any and all of your gods' sakes, Barid, let Eivor help you.
As of this moment, Barid, my arm is yours. Whatever is needed to bring Flawn's smile upon you, I will do.
Eivor, I've never been so happy.
Your family saved mine those years ago. A fitting reply would be to secure your throne. I will start with Thorstein.
It happens that Siegfried may know something. He once ran with Thorstein's gang.
Sadly true. Seek him tomorrow in the marketplace. After a night of carousing, he likes to recuperate there.
We will begin to forge a bond with High King Flawn on Rise of Sun. Barid said Siegfried would be at the marketplace. I need to learn about Thorstein.
I'll never learn.
Henryś.
Morning, Siegfried.
Eivor, it was a rough night. I drank too much and I am desperate to calm my belly.
I cannot help your belly, but could you tell me what you know of this man, Thorstein?
Ah, Dad told you I tried to join
Thorstein
his
to był
gang,
chyba w
eh?
Wiedźminie jeden, co tak mi się
Thorstein is a real
kojarzy.
Vikinger. Like you, but louder.
You weren't allowed to join?
Too young and gangly.
Coś mi się kojarzy.
Amar
Nie,
wouldn't even show
Kalkstein.
me where his hideout is.
Tell me a bit about this Amar.
Likes her ale the way kittens like milk. Spends her time getting tiddly on the docks, chatting up passers-by.
I will speak to her. Perhaps Thorstein will regret not letting you in his gang.
Listen to me. If you're smart, you won't cross Amma. She's a vicious fighter.
What lies ahead?
Jakoś ten wątek generalnie cały w sobie nie urzeka mnie. Nie będę mówił.
Enjoying her ale. Likely. What are you drinking, friend?
The finest ale in town. I like fine things, so you have my attention. What are you doing here, darling?
Looking for good drink and good company?
You've stumbled into the right ale house. Excellent ale and better conversation.
The ale leads to chatting, leads to... well, who knows?
Let's find out.
Port odkryłem. Skal. 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 Ej, nie ubywa w ogóle z tych robót. A 3 rogi tylko. Ale bardzo duże.
Is that all you can do?
Ooh, you are wicked!
You are a compelling woman. What is it you do?
You may have heard of Thorstein. I'm one of his most trusted friends.
I have heard of him. Very impressive that he trusts you.
He's like a brother to me. A not very bright brother. He entrusted me with the key to his secret lair.
Hideout.
He has a lair. I would very much like to see that.
Over in Dubke Landing? Sorry. Thorstein would get all pouty. But perhaps you'd like to join me for a meal.
I'd rather join you for something else.
Ooh, can't wait to find out what
No,
that
jest paskudna.
is. But hold that thought. I don't feel well. I best move about a bit.
Need to cloak myself here. I need to get that key from her. avoid a fight.
Mogę umiejętności jakieś dobrać. Zdolności.
What are you up to?
You are a too trusting fool. Your key is mine. Now to find Thorstein hideout.
Myślałem, że uda się. Minut. Zrobimy krótszy odcinek ten. Łatwowierna kretynka. Tu byliśmy też. Irlandia 55.
This the lair Amar spoke of. Live for you, Thorstein. Now I've got you, Thorstein, my friend.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
You made a mistake when you came for Barid Makiva.
Oh, gods! You plan to kill me? Give my head to whatever Irish master you and Barid serve.
I serve no Irish master.
Bullscat! If you had any Norse loyalty, you'd be like me, running the filthy god-eaters from the island. King of Dublin should look out for Vikings, not try to make nice with those cunts who killed our forebears. Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good. I'll finish!
Toporkami rzucają. To nie jest zamek, tylko ten dom grodowy, nie wiem jak to nazwać. No ale dobra, Thorsteina mamy.
Join me. I could use someone with real balls, and the silver is good.
Be silent, and I might show you mercy.
Dobra. Niech będzie 20 minut.
Common refuse. Delivered to your judgment, King Barid.
Thorstein, author of the plot to waylay me and my cousin.
Well, you know how it is, Barid. A fellow needs some silver. A king could fetch Dublin's treasury in ransom. Although I'm not certain you'd bring in quite so much.
Say so, Barid, and I will cut out his insolent tongue.
On your feet, Thorstein. You bloody my floors. It is a weighty decision. I would have my closest friend advise me. Eivor? How shall I deal with this ruffian?
Dobra, na tym kończymy.